you like making money? Do you like flexing on your ex? Well, you're in the right place. What is going on, everybody? It's your boy SoFly Trades here, back with the weekly watch list. And this week I have something a little extra for you guys on the watch list instead of just SPY. I talked to you guys about last week how I wanted to add Apple inside the watch list. So here I am with that this week. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it here. So right now I have SPY up here on my screen. Let's just go ahead and look at this weekly. Let's just see what it's looking like. So we had a recent push up to this zone that we have in the supply zone, and we rejected out of it, which is a good bearish sign. But we also look like we have buyers that always step in around this 412 to 405 area anytime we get down there. Let's go down to our daily. And basically what I'm looking for is areas where price reacted to, so I can, base a trade off of that, stack probabilities. Because you will never know what will exactly happen in the market, because it can do whatever. But that's why, we use technical analysis to see what happened in the past, to stack our probabilities so we can take educated trades. Okay, our daily time frame. Okay, we closed out the market at 410.77 bid and 410.80 ask. So we're around that 410 area right now. Let's move to our 4-hour. Yep. So basically what I'll be looking for Monday on SPY, I want to take calls around this 410 area, maybe take it back up to 411.59. About a 1.2, 1.5 risk to reward. And my first price target will be prior day close. My second price target will be 412 to 413. Yeah, that's pretty much how I'll trade SPY. I'll be looking for calls down here at 410. And if we do see more downside, say for instance, we're super bearish, right? Boom, we break through 410. I'll be looking for a break of this key level 410 and a retest of it, with increasing selling volume to take back down to 405. Just trying to see an area where I could trim. I'd trim down at that 40, what is it, 408? Yeah, I'd trim down at 408 since we had some wicks rejecting off this little area, 409 to 408. So if we reject 410, my first price target will be that 408 area. I also need to see what SPX looks like in conjunction with SPY when I take my trades, just to make sure everything is lining up. Because I noticed sometimes, say for instance, SPX is looking good for puts or something, but SPY isn't. I noticed sometimes if they both not lining up, then that means buyers can sometimes step in. Now, I haven't completely back tested that theory yet, but from my experience so far, that's what it seems like. If they're not both lining up, then probabilities aren't as high that the move will happen. So far in my experience, things vary, things change, but that's just my experience so far. But yeah, I really want to see this break and retest to make a lower low on our hourly time frame. Yep, a lower low. I'm gonna mark this in here. Yeah, past that 409 area. In fact, yeah, past that 409 area. That looks a little sloppy. I don't want to, I take pride in my work. Looks a little sloppy, my brother. But yeah, I'd like to take it down to these lows right here, to that like 409.8. If we reject this, that'll be my first price target. And then if we continue to, I will clear half my contracts right here. If we continue, you have to expect pullbacks when you reach support or resistance. You have to expect it, especially if you have nice volume there on the direction you're going and you're coming down to, one of your price targets, your first price target, you know, you have to expect a pullback. Don't sit there and think you're just going to plow through the level, because it's not really going to happen. You know, they have to weed out the buyers or sellers. You know, they have to, the market is not just going to tank, and the market is not just going to shoot up, because then market makers and specialists will scare out investors, and that's what they don't want to do. So you have to expect pullback. You have to expect some drawdown, once you get to your first price target, if you want to reach a bigger price target. But let's move to Aapl, Yeah, and I'll basically be looking for calls down at 405. So if we see some buyers here, calls at 410 to 411. If sellers are strong, I'll be looking for a break of this 410, come back to retest it again, with sellers increasing to reject this level. And I'll take 410 puts down to 409 as my first price target. And then second price target will be 408, simply because, when I went over here in the past, that's one of the lows that we've dropped in, this 408 area, when we've seen some price react to. So yeah, I'll definitely be looking at that 408 area as a second price target, because I expect to see buyers come in. I don't expect me to just have a $5 risk to, I mean, I would love that, but it's not ideal, and you're not going to catch the top and bottom of every move, So, you just have to find your sweet spot and your edge and just follow it. But let's go ahead to Aapl. Let's go to our daily. Now let's go to our weekly. So as you can see in our weekly time frame, we have this uptrend. I have a channel here. Basically these are the lows of this little uptrend that we've been touching and bouncing right off of. So this line is basically letting me know that we're in the uptrend right now. For everyone wondering what I have this here for, is basically telling me that we're in the uptrend. Price keeps bouncing off, of this channel. So yeah, so technically we're in the uptrend, bigger time frame in a weekly uptrend. So technically I'd want to look for calls. Not really seeing too much right here on the weekly, except that we're in the uptrend. Let's move down to our daily so I can see some more price action. Yeah, what it looks like here is that we have a little zone right here from this 171.03 up to this 171.68 little area. What did price close at? It closed at 172.34. Okay, basically I want to look for, got to go down to my smaller time frames, blah 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 blah. I mean, I really have bigger levels on Aapl right now, but I'll be looking for a reject up here in this 174 area. If we start rejecting around 174, I'll be looking to, take puts up here, down back to 171. First price target will be 171.61, simply because we're in an uptrend. So we might not break these lows, and we might hold this demand zone. So I'll be taking my profits in here. And if we do get down here and I see buyers start to step in, I'll be taking calls from 171 till prior day close, 172. Let's see what the 4 hour looks like. You see how, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. This is just holding right inside this zone. So Aapl should be, I'm not going to say simple, but it should be straightforward to where you would like to take your trades. Calls down here for 171.03 in this, demand zone. Puts up here at 174 area. Yeah, that's basically what I'll be looking for on Aapl, And as you can see here, this was resistance. Boom, turned to supply, broke above it, and now it's holding it. And, in my trading course for beginners video, I'll talk about this here. When support turns to resistance and resistance turns to support. You see how this was resistance? Look, price rejected, price was rejected, finally broke above. But you see how it had to break above this key level with a lot of volume. That's why I say volume is key, at least in my trading strategy, because it lets me know when buyers or sellers are really there. And now you can see when we come back down to this prior resistance turn support, boom, we bounce right off of it now because we broke above it with high volume. So buyers don't want to give up this level that they worked so hard for in the past to get, basically. But yeah, that's basically what I'll be looking for next week. I hope everybody enjoyed the video, and let me know which, if you guys would like me to look at something else on a watch list. I don't mind. So, like and subscribe, I greatly appreciate it, and drop a comment, and I appreciate everybody for tuning in, and I will see you guys next week. Peace.